Hey guys. I'm finally here with the climactic aftermath story that comes after the events of Until Spring Comes Again, so if you haven't watched that video, please do. I'll leave the link in the description down below. I apologize that it took a bit long for me to push this out. Schoolwork takes up a lot of my time. In regards to that, I'd like to say that my posting schedule may be very random. I'd also like to apologize in advance for the typos and errors you may encounter in the video. And lastly, if you're here watching this, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot. Special thanks to those who like my video and subscribe. I love you all. Feel free to comment down below what you think and what else you'd like to see from me. P.S. Credits to the artists of all the art I put in my video. I do not own Haikyuu and its original music. Without further ado, when two worlds meet. Akashi stood firmly in front of Bakuto. Although he put up a brave front, his anxiety could be noticed from miles away. He fiddled with his shirt and twiddled his thumbs. Anyone could tell he was nervous, even Bakuto. Akashi, what's the matter? It's nothing, but please listen, Bakuto-san. I'm listening. Akashi took a deep breath and cleared his throat. Please don't freak out or think I'm weird after I say this. But what? Akashi's heart raced. His face was flushed, and the fact that Bakuto hadn't picked up yet made him all the more flustered. I like you. There was silence. Bakuto-san, I like you. I like you. I'm in love with you. I have been since high school. Akashi. Bakuto-san. Huh? What is this? Why do I suddenly feel like shit? I'm sorry, you're a super great best friend and all, but I think that's just how far I can get with you. Sorry, but I don't like you that way. Akashi's mind went blank as he heard those words escape Bakuto's mouth. It was as if his world collapsed on him. In mere seconds, everything became void, and Akashi snapped out of that cruel nightmare. Another dream of a failed confession. Tears streamed down Akashi's eyes and his heart ached and yearned for mending, but he wore a deadpan expression. He's been getting these dreams often and it's now come to the point where he's gotten used to it. The pain. The rejection. Everything. After wiping his tears away, he goes on to check his phone. It was a Saturday morning and he had several missed calls and messages from Bakuto. Akashi just remembered that they planned to meet up that day. Fuck. Hesitantly, Akashi opens his messages and decides to reply. Private messages, Bakuto-san. 9:47 a.m. Hey, sorry for taking long to reply. I just woke up. Hey. Good morning, Akashi's smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks. Yes, good morning. Judging by your previous messages, you've been awake since the wee hours. I was just too excited for today. I couldn't sleep anymore. Bakuto. As both a college student and an athlete, you need to appreciate the time you can rest. It's unwise and unhealthy for you to have such short amounts of sleep. Yes, sir. Sorry, Akashi. Anyways, I'll meet you by afternoon, have lunch together, and spend the rest of the day doing whatever. That's the plan, right? Yeah. And the sea is nearby that area, so we can watch the sunset together. Okay, good. I have just enough time to prepare. I'll see you later then. Okay. Thumbs up. I can't wait to see you. Haha, likewise. Bye. Bye. After saying their goodbyes, Akashi turned his phone off and let out a deep breath. Yeah. I can't wait to see you, Bakuto. The more I see you, the more these dreams come, the more these words get stuck in my throat. Great. Akashi arrived at their decided rendezvous point and saw Bakuto standing there, seemingly spacing out. He was a bit early, so he didn't expect to see Bakuto yet. He had thought that arriving early would give him enough time to breathe and calm himself. So much for that. How did I not anticipate this? Hello there, Bakuto-san. Huh? Oh, Akashi. It's been so long. I missed you. It's literally been 2 weeks. Exactly. It's been so long. Sure. I long to see you too, but with what's happening to me, I wish it was longer. Oh, Akashi, you missed me too, right? I guess. Bakuto excitedly pulls Akashi in for a warm and welcoming hug. Akashi grew flustered, doing his best to squirm away from the other man's clutches. Bakuto. We're in public, stop. Sorry. I just really missed you. Ya know. Also, your face is red. Did I squeeze you too tight? Yes, with that body of yours, your hug is like getting constricted by a python. Thank goodness for not being clever enough to figure me out. What can I say? This ace has gotta keep himself big and strong. Bakuto's muscles bulge through the cloth of his body fit shirt as he flexes with his signature poses. Again, we're in public. People are starting to stare. Fuck them. I don't care what they think of me, I am who I am. The only stare I care about is yours. Akashi felt butterflies as those words pulled a smile on his cheeks. He'd confess if it wasn't for the constant choking and stuttering when he's about to say it. But he just couldn't risk it. He didn't want to be greedy. Being best friends is enough. Whatever you say. It must be nice having that self-confidence of yours. Bakuto wouldn't be Bakuto if it weren't for Bakuto, you know? What? Whatever. Anyways, shall we go have lunch? I'd like to assume we both haven't eaten anything yet. Yes. Please? I'm starving. Same. Where to? Oh, and don't worry about spending, I'll treat you. Are you sure? I can buy my own food, it's not really a problem. No, I'm sure. So, where to? If you say so. I guess we can go eat at the diner we used to eat at with the team. I kinda miss their food, and since we're in the area anyways, so why not? Oh, great idea. That brings back memories. Sure, like that one time you tried to balance a glass of juice on your head only to end up failing miserably, getting yourself all wet and sticky and paying for the broken glass? Yeah, good times. Hey! Why do you say it like you didn't laugh your ass off? Admit it was funny. Yeah, sure. Afterwards Konoha and I had to apologize on your behalf. Be glad that the owner was nice and didn't ban us for life. Fine. Let's just go, yeah? I thought you'd never ask. At the diner, they took their seats and placed their orders. Akashi ordered 2 plates of onigiri, and Bakuto, being the simple man he is, ordered the same thing. Are you sure you don't want to order anything else? I mean, just because I ordered it, doesn't mean you do too. Nah, it's fine. I'm in the mood for onigiri anyways. I've honestly been craving for some since I tasted Osamu's onigiri. Osamu? One of the Mia twins, right? Yeah. Haven't I told you? I'm on the same team as Atsumu. He's awesome. We haven't played much together, but we're totally in sync. His tosses are the best. Akashi's heart sank as he felt something churn in his gut. It felt as if it was only yesterday that he was the one setting the ball to Bakuto, and all of a sudden he's gotten a newer, better, more reliable setter, someone who can draw out more of his potential. Oh? That's great. I'm happy for you. I'd still have you over any other setter though. I'm flattered. You're just saying that. Akashi spent the entire time slowly indulging in his food, only uttering small talk and short replies as Bakuto rambled on about a seemingly endless amount of topics. He really didn't have the motivation to speak or have the proper conversation. The things he heard weighed down on him in a way that he himself didn't expect. Hey Akashi, you think I haven't noticed how you haven't been speaking much? Is there a problem? Oh, so now you decide to be perceptive. It's nothing, Bakuto-san. I just have a bit of a headache. How bad is it? I said a bit. It's bearable. Well, you look so bothered by it. Bakuto was right, Akashi did look bothered. The entire time his lips formed a frown that would quiver every now and then, with eyes that looked as if it was just done with all the shit. Oh, I'm sorry, was I ruining the mood while wallowing in my own self-pity? Shut up Akashi, you're being petty. Huh? Self-pity? Go figure. Bakuto-san, I'm tired of this. I just can't. Why am I saying these? It was extremely unlike him, but with everything he's gone through, Akashi really let this one get to him. Why can't I say it? I'm confused. Akashi, calm down. Say what? Frustrated, and without even saying a word, Akashi stormed out of the diner. Bakuto couldn't follow him right away because he still had to pay for the food they ordered. By the time he got out of the diner, Akashi was no longer to be found. Whether he had been lost within the crowd of people, or had swiftly gone elsewhere, Bakuto knew he had to find him. He didn't comprehend a lot of things, but one thing he always strived to understand was Akashi. Akashi felt extremely bad for ditching Bakuto like that, but he just had to escape. He knew Bakuto did nothing wrong, so he left before he suffocated them both on his own insecurities. He made his way through the busier parts of the area to stay hidden, and eventually made it to somewhere he could breathe. It was an obvious spot, but then again, a part of him hoped Bakuto would find him. Akashi sat on the bench and stared into the vast horizon. The sun was high up with its rays bright as ever, but the sea breeze was cold and salty. The sea truly is quite relaxing. It really gave him the opportunity to reflect and analyze himself and the situation. He's always been good at that. The waves that crashed ever so softly onto the shore made sounds that were akin to a spell that soothed Akashi's very soul, only being disrupted when his phone began sounding multiple loud notifications. Private messages. Bakuto-san. 2:34 p.m. Akashi. 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 Akashi, please reply. Akashi, I'm sorry, loudly crying face. I don't know what I did wrong, but please don't hate me. Akashi? Why aren't you replying, loudly crying face? We were supposed to watch the sunset together. I'm sorry, you probably need some time alone. Message me when you feel like it. You're my world. Smiling face. Smiling face. Smiling face. Akashi let out a sigh and a chuckle. Why did he act so presumptuous? This was Bakuto we're talking about. BokuAka Kotaro Bakuto. The Bakuto he loved so much. The Bakuto he couldn't let go of. The Bakuto he'd risk everything for. Risk everything for. For once, Akashi felt like he could finally express himself. He felt liberated from whatever constraints he once had. If there was anything he learned from high school and volleyball, it was to take risks and give it your all. Private messages. Bakuto-san. 2:40 p.m. We were going to watch the sunset together, right? You know where to find me. Meet me before sundown. Let's talk. Akashi. Okay. See you. What was I so afraid of? I mean, it's Bakuto. What could go wrong? On the bench, Akashi sat. He's been sitting there, staring blankly into the ocean, watching the sun inch closer to the line where two worlds meet. Pondering. Reflecting. Processing. He felt her hand on his shoulder, the one he's been dying to see sat next to him. Akashi. Bakuto-san, you made it. Of course I made it. I wouldn't miss you for the world. Is that so? Akashi giggles. Bakuto, I want you to hear me out. I'll listen for as long as I have to. Good, just listen. Keep listening. Just speak when I say so. Please? Bakuto nodded and signed that he had his lips sealed. Bakuto-san, there was no lump in my throat anymore. Love you. I did it. I really did it. I have been in love with you for so long. I just couldn't say it. I kept getting ensnared within the haze of my doubts and insecurities that I didn't notice how your light was reaching out to me. I'm sorry for everything. It's just that I kept getting haunted by the idea that if I told you how I felt, our friendship might be jeopardized. I didn't want to risk it. I forced myself to be satisfied with unproven ideas that it ate me alive. It was too stupid of me. I give you my heart. Take it or break it. Mend it or end it. Hold it or throw it. It doesn't matter. I'm ready to keep loving you no matter the outcome. I promise. What do you say? Immediately, Bakuto pulled Akashi into an embrace. It was shocking, but warm. It would be rude not to reciprocate its warmth. So finally, after so long, Akashi hugged back. You hugged back. It's been a while, has it? This is nice. With his mouth by Akashi's ear, Bakuto whispers. I want to kiss you. Akashi pulled away, only to be met by golden orbs that bore into his soul. You're red. Was my hug too tight again? Kotaro Bakuto, that is not fair. Shit. What? Please, what is even going on? I think I deserve it. Are you kidding me? I spent all this time preparing to finally confess my feelings and this is what I get. He is cut off when lips clash on his own. His mind went blank as he succumbed to Bakuto's passionate gesture and closed his eyes. For a few unforgettable seconds, it was as if the world around him completely halted. They part and Bakuto takes Akashi's hand and caresses it. He can still feel it tremble. And I thought I was dumb, haha. Kashi, you dumbass. That's an I love you too. Be Bakuto-san. You can't say you didn't know. You said it yourself. I've always been reaching out. I've never hidden my feelings. I was too self-centered until now. It's embarrassing how I didn't realize earlier. Who cares? I'd keep waiting for you anyways. I'd wait for you no matter how long, just like last time. That's how much I love you. Akashi blushes at Bakuto's statement. He just felt so warm and loved. Bakuto-san. I'm sorry I ran. I was just hurt when you said Itsumu said was the best. You used to say mine were the best. Best? His may be the best but yours are the bestest. Bakuto, that's not. A pause. It isn't a word, but Bakuto is Bakuto after all. Thank you, Bakuto-san. Bakuto places a passionate kiss on Akashi's hand. Akashi couldn't help it as tears of joy began streaming down his cheeks. Akashi exclamation point. I'm sorry, did I do something wrong? Trust me, Bakuto-san, it's nothing. I'm so happy. Thank you for being my son, Bakuto-san. Huh? Bakuto looks at Akashi, confusion contorting his face. Akashi lets out a gentle laugh and kisses his cheek. Oh, nothing. Lovingly, but subtly, he holds Bakuto's hand and their fingers intertwine. The two shower in bliss as they watch the sunset transpire on the horizon. Our worlds met. It always has.